No, it's true that the world has become so much more automated that we don't realize. A lot of it has just become invisible. It is important to be able to interact, engage with AI as a thought partner. You can't, if something goes wrong, blame AI for it and expect that that is going to get reversed. There's no undo button in life. Utilizing the tool as something to support better judgment, to be able to support better analysis, better knowledge that can be applied to an individual situation, either your own or as an advisor to your client situation. It can remember far more things, it can analyze and compute far more than a human brain and memory can probably process. So how do you integrate and utilize some of that to enhance the offering that you have? I practically use AI for pretty much everything. I mean, I use it in most of the things that I do. It could be researching something that has caught my fancy and just trying to sort of understand that better, or sometimes how to talk to my kids. So it could be that I've got a particularly either interesting or difficult conversation to have. So I'll probably go in and try and give AI a little bit of insight into my children and what I think they are like. And I might use that at times to answer a difficult question that they've asked me. I don't think many of us carry around much cash anymore. I mean, if you go and dig into the wallets of most people, you'll find just a limited amount of cash. So it's become cashless to such a degree. We're so used to using Apple Pay and tapping cards. With that removal of the tangibility of money, for children to be able to look at and think that all we need to do is tap a card or tap a phone and magically things happen and money is used. So that removal of friction has worked in two ways. It is sort of from a consumer, especially for younger children, it is making the spending of money seem disconnected from the earning of money. This makes financial literacy even more important in today's time and age. It is extremely important that our children and the young adults learn and understand about credit, how credit works, and understand and link the spending of money with the earning of money and how that sort of translates the effort that goes into it. And that can only come about through education, through conversations that happen. And it's extremely important for a family to be able to sit down and have these conversations. In addition, formal educational systems probably also need to step up. So I think AI is a wonderful thing if you use it well and if you use it in the correct manner. I think every technology that we've seen with, as we've evolved and grown, carries with it some inherent risk. With AI, that risk is completely outsourcing your decision to or your decision making to AI. It's easy, right? You put in a prompt, you get an answer. The answer sounds very reasonable. It sounds very logical, but it is important that the context, the nuance is set correctly. And it is also equally important that you not fall into the trap that is the answer. The first 5, 10, 15 lines sound great. So you just go ahead and utilize that. Think about how it applies to your situation. So it's important, especially when it comes down to financial decisions that technology is being used for, to use it as a tool to enhance your capabilities, your thinking. They are growing up native to AI. I mean, it is something that is not new to them, right? They probably will not know a world without AI in it. And as their interaction and engagement with AI gets even more enhanced, and as AI and the tools and technology starts to get even more enhanced. So yeah, some of these things will be important to educate our children on. It's important to be able to get them to think for themselves first, right? During the formative years, at least I think that it's important for us to be able to help our children develop critical thinking skills, to develop the foundational concepts themselves and understanding of those concepts themselves, rather than creating a reliance on quick answers and easy answers from AI. Today, we are moving from a stage where many aspects of things that we needed to create and develop can pretty much be done by technology if used correctly. And our children are going to get into that world. They're going to grow up and start working in that sort of world where AI is going to be doing a lot of things. How is that relationship going to sort of pan out? How is it that they're going to sort of look at technology and AI and sort of carve their path through both their work and professional and personal life? Those are the things that we need to have conversations around, I would say. The decision point is still, driven by human beings. Ultimately, the goals, the objectives are going to be personal. Today, at one point of time during the Industrial Revolution, we reached the age of, mass production. So there were things and goods and services that we were able to deliver and create, and especially with the factories, etc., to a mass audience. Today, it is the age of the mass personalization, right? It is being able to personalize things at scale. That then also applies to the various tools that we have and the various needs that we have as individuals. So if it is a financial plan, rather than taking a one size fits all approach or a common approach, you can now curate the plan for a client, and clients can do that themselves. So that's one portion of it from a financial advice part. The other part is, how do you utilize these tools to be able to provide and enhance the sort of service offering that you're providing to the client, to enhance the selection of solutions, to be able to use the tool to make up for some of the weaknesses of humans, right? Because think about it like this. The technology has an unlimited, or could technically have an unlimited context window. It can remember far more things. It can analyze and compute far more than a human brain and memory can probably process. So how do you integrate and utilize some of that to enhance the offering that you have? Those, I would say, would be the ways that we should sort of think about growing and using these tools.